that her daughter.
All right, guys. I'm going to give my take on Charlize Theron. I actually found out just recently that she's South African, aka part of the colonizer. Excuse me. Part of the colonizers that went to Africa and stole their land, and then started calling themselves Africans, despite the fact that they're blonde-haired and blue-eyed. But let me continue. Charlize Theron decided that it was a good idea to adopt a little black boy and a little black girl. That's not the problem. The problem is she's saying that at 3 years old, her little black boy said, "I am not a boy." That could be a complete fabrication, guys. That could be a complete fabrication. Charlize Theron is a single, drop-dead gorgeous, by the way. She's one of the most perfect-looking women I've ever seen in my life. I'm just being honest with you. But she's single, and she decided to adopt 2 black children. See, not 2 white children. And this is what this video is going to be about. It's going to be about how I think it's odd. I think it's really odd how whenever white people want to adopt, they end up adopting black children. And I'm gonna go further with this, but before I do, I'm gonna let you listen to what the amazing Lucas has to say.
Daughter is now trans, who is 7 years old. Now I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, you have a 7-year-old daughter, and now all of a sudden they want to be a boy? Like, what? What's going on here, right? No. That's not what they meant. What they meant was that this woman has a biological young black baby boy who is 7 years old. That's what they meant, who this fool is putting dresses on him. Now, I'm like, okay, give me something. Give me something to anchor me, to ground me in reality. Please give me something. Why would you do this? Why would you do this to one of our black young men? Please. She comes up and says that the reason why she knew that her son was trans was because at 3 years old, listen to this. At 3 years old, the boy told her, "I am not a boy." And she listened to him. I don't know what to say. What's going on? What's wrong with you people? Huh? What's wrong with you? At 3 years old, you want to know what you say to a 3-year-old when they say that? You say, "Yes, you are, little Jackson. Your name is Jackson." That's like, bruh. Like, come on. You do not say, "Oh my God, my son is trans."
Okay, I don't want to drag this on too much, guys. But you get the point. She thought it was a great idea to start putting dresses on this little black boy. So she's a single white woman that decided to adopt black children. And when I used to work as an independent contractor, I went to the home of a lesbian couple, and this couple was white, this was a white couple, and they decided to adopt a little black boy too. And when I saw that little black boy, I believe he gave me a hug. You know, he said hi, and he like gave me a hug or something. He was adorable. But I thought to myself, why a black child? You know? Of course I can't control who adopts who, but I just find it interesting that these light colored people, it's like they can't help themselves when it comes down to adopting black children, because from the stories that I hear, those family units don't work out well. Those children grow up in a living hell from the research that I've done. Okay? I got plenty of stories for you guys where, either single white women or lesbian couples have either murdered their little black boys. I mean, just the other day I was listening. I listened to a story from I think his name is Torin Rain on YouTube. I'll put the words up. Torin Rain. And he did a story where a lesbian couple, one of the members of the couple beat her little black son to death. Now, I'm not sure if the son was her biological son, but she was a white woman and he was a black boy. He was clearly black. She was clearly white, even if he was mixed. She literally beat that little black boy to death. But you know what? How about the Hart family murders? Let's go to that story real quick. Look at your screen. Lesbian mothers killed their 6 children in murder-suicide after driving off cliff. Coroner rules. Interesting. 2 lesbians, 6 black children. Wow. They adopted 6 black children. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. Let's scroll down. It says, no matter of fact, let's read this. A lesbian mother who drove her SUV off a cliff in California last year, killing herself, her wife, and their 6 children, did so as part of a murder-suicide. That's the ruling from a coroner's jury, which found that Jennifer Hart was drunk at the wheel of the SUV when it plummeted 100 feet into the Pacific Ocean in March. This happened in 2018, guys. You're never going to see a story like this on the news, because the people that own the news look like these people that did this crime, and they have to protect their own. Okay? They have to. One of the best ways to protect someone, one of the best ways to protect a criminal is to not report on what that criminal did. And if you do report on it, make sure those reports are coming from tiny stations that nobody knows about. Make sure that information is coming from YouTubers or bloggers like myself, so that the word won't get out of how vicious these kinds of people could possibly be. Then it says, but Hart didn't act alone. Investigators also found that prior to the crash, Hart's wife, Sarah, was searching for ways to end their family's lives on her phone. She put things in like, how easily can I overdose on over-the-counter medications? Sarah Hart typed, can 500 milligrams of Benadryl kill a 125-pound woman? And then, How long does it take to die from hypothermia while drowning in a car? Interesting. The crash, which police called a tragedy, claimed the lives of both Harts, as well as their 6 adopted children: Marquise, 19, Hannah, 16, Devontae, 15, Abigail, and Jeremiah, both 14, and Sierra, 12. So, wow. So, let me get this straight. A suicidal, I'm just going to come out and say it, guys. A suicidal lesbian thought it was a good idea to adopt 6 black children and kill herself along with all of them. She thought it was a good idea to do that. See, she couldn't just kill herself. Oh, no. That wouldn't be enough. She had to kill her wife as well as her 6 black adopted children. So, real quick, do you guys remember the little black boy that hugged the officer? This photo right here, guys. You remember this? He didn't just hug this officer. He also hugged a musician at a get-together. And what the media will never report, what the media will never tell you, is the fact that this young man was basically crying out for help. There was a neighbor there were neighbors around where they used to live. And this little boy right here would run to the neighbors asking for help. And one of the neighbors ended up making a 911 phone call and told the dispatcher, hey, this child, looks like they need help. Whoever this, now this is not verbatim, okay, guys? This is not verbatim what this neighbor said, but this is basically what they said in a nutshell. This little boy looks like he needs help. And I'm not sure how I could help him. But whoever his caretaker is might need to be checked up on. Those calls went ignored, guys. There was at least 2 or more calls made about the children in this family, because I believe it was either him alone, it was either this little black boy alone or one of his siblings that also went to a neighbor the second time and potentially the third time. Neighbors were being told by the children that their lives were basically in danger. They felt like their lives were in danger, guys. And because they're black, and because the caretakers were white, oh, everything's okay. It's not a big deal, man. I mean, hey, they're with white parents. They have to be living good lives, right? Their lives gotta be good, man. Whites can't do no wrong, especially not to blacks, right? No. And then The suicidal mother ends up driving her SUV off the cliff into the ocean and murdering every last one of those black children, including this black boy that you see right here that's crying. He was crying out for help to the world. Nobody could do nothing about it because his caretakers look just like this man right here. His caretakers look just like this man right here. He couldn't tell nobody nothing. He don't got no voice. Anything he said would have been a bunch of gibberish and a bunch of unimportant stuff to you protectors of children. You people so-called love children so much that when you see a child crying, you don't care to ask questions. You don't care. All you want to do is go, up, ain't my child. Anyway, guys, I don't want to drag this out too much, but thank you for watching this video. Please leave a like. All right. Share this video with family and friends, and stay tuned for the future videos. Deuces.